When blimp photographs are taken of giant stadia packed full of rock concert or football fans, we get an idea of what 100,000 people look like. We all think of Hiroshima as the worst single killing of humans by humans. That was about a 75,000 capacity Coliseum full each day of each year after year. A 75,000 capacity stadium full of around the world humans perish from starvation or its side effects, despite an annual average 5% world food production overage of the amount of food adequate for the total world's population. This daily kill of innocence dwarfs the awful Auschwitz killing. Grunch did not bring this about, but it could very profitably bring it to an end. Just because it is possible does not mean that it is easy. With the computer's guidance, however, and some executive vision, courage, initiative, and follow-through, it can be done very profitably in terms of money and lasting kudos for Grunch and pro-humanity enterprise. It would cost only 3% of Grunch's annual dividend earnings to not only feed all those now starving to death, but also to alleviate the dire poverty around the entire planet. Since the population explosion is occurring strictly amongst impoverished people, such a world initiative on the part of Grunch would eliminate one of the two great threats to humanity's continuance on planet Earth: nuclear bombing and overpopulation. The great communism versus capitalism politico-economic world standoff assumes a fundamental inadequacy of life support to exist on our planet. So too do the four major religions assume that it must be you or us, never enough for both. Jointly, the two political camps have spent $6.5 trillion in the last 33 years to buy the capability to kill all humanity in 1 hour. Jointly, we Earthians have always had adequate physical resources to take care of all humanity, but lacked the metaphysical know-how, resources with which to employ effectively the Earth's physical wealth. Adequate know-how could only accrue through trial and error, experience. Experience combined with synergetically acquired wisdom, altogether employed with absolute faith in the intellectual integrity, omni-lovingly governing regenerative universe. However, in 1970, our cornucopia of ever more swiftly accruing know-how overflowed, and its content integrated synergetically, so that we may now care for each Earthian individual at a sustainable billionaire's level of affluence, while living exclusively on less than 1% of our planet's daily energy income from our cosmically designed nuclear reactor, the Sun, optimally located 92 million safe miles away from us, and safely interlinked with us by photosynthesis, wind, rain, wave, and all other weather behaviors. In technology's invisible world, inventors continually increase the quantity and quality of performed work per each volume or pound of material, erg of energy, and unit of worker and overhead time invested in each given increment of attained functional performance. This complex process we call progressive ephemeralization in 1970, the sum total of increases in overall technological know-how and their comprehensive integration took humanity across the epochal but invisible threshold into a state of technically realizable and economically feasible, universal success for all humanity.